Welcome to Best Guess Live! Welcome back. Happy Monday. I'm your host, Hunter March. We have our crystal ball filled with all sorts of things. Over time, we've had a lot from 6'7", which some people loved, kids, to Speed Bump, to Taylor Swift. Technically, that's a sentence no one's ever said. Speed Bump to 6'7" to T Swift. But here are a few things that will never be in the crystal ball. My wife, Betsy, for example. You guys have guessed My Wife, Betsy so many times. None of you will ever win with that. Also, curse words. Curse words, I don't know what you guys think, will never be the answer. It's also a good lesson for kids. Not enough kids here to learn. Anyway, no curses, except for curses from Harry Potter, possibly likely. Anyway, it will also never be Hunter March. I've seen inside of the crystal ball. I cannot fit. I am far too large. Was not a joke. Anyway, regardless of what's in the crystal ball, it is always accompanied by money. $15,000 today. Here's how you get yours. Each episode of Best Guess Live has 2 rounds. Each round has 1 puzzle. Before each round, we're going to load our crystal ball with a secret item. Now, it could be anything. Then I'll give you 5 clues. Remember, though, those clues are written like riddles. They're meant to make you think. After each clue, you'll get 20 seconds to submit an answer, but you only get 1 best guess per round. Not 1 per clue, 1 per round. So make sure you're confident before you lock it in. It has to be the exact answer, and we do not accept typos. Everyone that locks in a correct answer on the earliest clue will share in the money. And if you're the only one to get it right, on the earliest clue, you will win that entire prize pot for that round. Bottom line, you want to be fast, but you have to be right. And remember, if possible, make a video. We love it. We love seeing the videos. We've been seeing some really fun ones lately. There've been a lot of winners. Thank you guys for sending it to us at Netflix Games, at Hunter March with the hashtag Best Guest Live. And for everyone who's told me that they've shared the game with their friends and family, that truly means the world. If you guys want, let a friend know. And then when they win, take a portion. You deserve it. That's your money. Anyway, with that being said, round 1 is worth $5,000. Let's load the crystal ball with the first secret item. All right, there it is. I'm not in there, neither's my wife Betsy, but everything else is a potential. Here's clue number 1. Makeup with no makeup. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Makeup with no makeup. Interesting spelling as well. Makeup with no makeup. I'm only thinking of curse words right now. But that can't be it because of what I said earlier. Time's up. Clue number 1, makeup with no makeup. Vinny T said test. Hey, good test. But you should have put a real answer. Skittle Man 112 said wig. Makeup with no makeup. Yeah, because people say it kind of acts as a enhancer to the face. Yeah, that's a good guess. Is it correct though? Let's move on to clue number 2. A guilt trip. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Test or wig? Those were 2 of our earlier clues or answers. Do they still work for a guilt trip? A test can work for a guilt trip. A guilt trip can be a test. But that makes no sense. Oh, makeup with no makeup because it's a test. Oh, now it's a good guess. Now I'm back into test. Time's up. Clue number 2, a guilt trip. Devoid Market 131 from Miamisburg, Ohio. That's a real place? Miamisburg, Ohio? That should be a whole different game. Is this place real? You're not gonna believe this. Anyway, they said vacation from Miamisburg, Ohio. They're really manifesting. And then someone from Homestead, Florida. Which doesn't Homestead feel like more of an Ohio place? Anyway, they said late. A guilt trip, makeup with no makeup. These are good guesses. Clue number 3 might change that. Based on current events. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Based on current events. Okay. A lot of people thinking of current events right now and just cursing in their head a lot. That's not the answer, I'll tell you. And it's not my wife, Betsy. Time's up. Clue number 3 was based on current events. Welty Elf MF from Edgerton, Kansas said prison. I wonder what that could mean. And then Jenster12 said, apology. I think a makeup with no makeup, a guilt trip based on current events. Maybe Jenster's going through something that deserves an apology. Who knows? Clue number 4, though, is on its way. Search for Omen in a mirror. Search for Omen in a mirror. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Search for Omen in a mirror does feel like some sort of, I don't know. The other ones all were adding up to some things. This one throwing me for a loop. Good luck. And by the way, to all of our players who play on Discord, hello. To everybody just watching at home, hello. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. We really appreciate it. Happy Monday. Time's up. Okay, search for Omen in a mirror. Pretty happy, said Mime. Oh, because they're always stuck in a box that's a mirror. Okay. Frank No Further said Candyman. Isn't that the terrifying one with the mirror? Yeah. No, it's not that. That's terrifying. I wouldn't do that either. Let's go to clue number 5, your 5th and final clue. Your last chance to get in your answer. There's no point in not guessing. You can't win if you don't guess. Clue number 5 is... Sorry, once. If you don't get it on this one, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. A clownfish is the star in this film from Pixar. Guys, I'm not even going to start the 20 seconds yet. Don't start it yet. Think about it. If you don't know it, Google just that and you'll figure it out. 20 seconds. If anyone gets this wrong, I'm going to be really disappointed. 20 seconds starts now. A clownfish is the star in this film from Pixar. There's like 15 Pixar films total. One of them has a clownfish in which it is the star. Oh, time's up. I wanted to give you more. We'll see how many people got it right, but oh my God, someone said up. Anyway, that's insane. Let's find out what's inside the crystal ball. The answer was Finding Nemo. And believe me, all the clues fit. We'll find out how they fit, who's going home with the money. And let's start with clue number 5. A clownfish is the star in this film from Pixar. 12,561 people guessed. Out of the 12,561, I'm not even kidding you when I say 2/3 got it right. Which I actually want, I bet you a lot of people put Nemo, or Dory maybe, but yeah, a lot of Nemos. Well, the movie's called Finding Nemo. 8,644 people got it right. Well done. I will say, though, steep drop-off for this next clue. Clue number 4, search for Omen in a mirror. Search equals finding. Omen in a mirror. What's the reverse of Omen? Nemo. Search for Omen in a mirror. Finding Nemo. 3,977 people guessed. 125 got it right. Based on current events, well, Marlin and Dory, they gotta ride something on their way to find Nemo, and in this movie, it just so happens to be the current events. Pretty good. 5,436 people guessed based on current events. One person got it right. Wow, which means if no one got it right on clue 2, no one got it right on clue 1, that person's going home with $5,000. Let's move on to clue 2. A guilt trip. The dad character, which his name is? Marlin. It feels guilty throughout the entire trip trying to find his son. He feels responsible. 6,636 people guessed. Oh, I feel guilty just even reading this because one person got it right. I feel bad for the person on clue 3. I'm sorry to the person on clue 3. That means one person got it right on clue 2. And it leaves it down to the final clue, clue 1. Makeup with no makeup. Well, the dad's trying to make up with his son. They want to find each other, and they're both clownfish. Clowns that don't wear makeup. Makeup with no makeup. 9,408 people guessed on makeup with no makeup. That's a tough clue. So tough that nobody got it right. The one person on clue 2 is getting $5,000. Oh, And that person is Jace Guitar. Jace, if you are watching this right now, send us a message. Send it to me at Hunter March on Instagram. And I would love to celebrate you. And to the person who got it right on clue 3, also send me a message. We'll just commiserate together. But congratulations. Let's play round 2. The prize doubles to $10,000. All right, you guys know how it works. 5 clues, 20 seconds. Only one best guess. Let's load the crystal ball. I think the crystal ball gave you guys a tough one. Not as many clue 1, 2, or 3s there. Maybe the crystal ball's mad at how many of you got it right on clue 1 last week. All right, here's your first clue. Essential for coding. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Essential for coding. Okay. Best of luck, everybody. You've got 13 seconds left. And Jace Guitar, I don't even know if you're still holding your phone. I wouldn't be surprised if you threw that thing against a wall out of excitement, but if you are still playing, well done. Try to go 2 for 2, that'd be crazy. Time's up. Okay, essential for coding. Cloudy Chime from York Springs, Pennsylvania said CPR. Oh, for what's it called to code something? Yeah, that's a good guess. Okay. Sleepy Tones from Middleton, Ohio said DNA. We're big into code words right now. I like this, these acronyms. Is it correct? We'll find out. Let's go to clue number 2. Follow the leader. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Follow the leader. Okay. Actually, following the leader might not be a bad idea right now because Jace Guitar's leading the pack, and if you guys follow him, you might end up with some money. Good luck. 5 seconds left. Time is up. Clue number 2 was follow the leader. Bella GK from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania said mouse. That's interesting. Essential for coding. I think a real coder, though, would say you just use the keyboard. But Bountiful Thimble 43 said lemmings because they follow the leader. And most coders, I don't know, kind of lemmings to the app. Clue number 3, Inside Out. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Inside Out. Okay, we've got essential for coding, follow the leader, and Inside Out. CPR seems a little more dangerous now if we're thinking about it inside out. It's a dark clue all of a sudden. Time is up. Clue number 3, Inside Out. Noteworthy Nate said appendectomy, which there's other procedures that could have also been just as bad, but someone named Hi and they did not put their location, said Pixar again. Hopefully you put in your bank account information because that answer is incorrect. Let's move on to clue number 4. Guidance from above. 20 seconds on the clock starts now. Listen, this one might be a real doozy for some people. I'm wishing you the best of luck. $10,000 on the line. I'm rooting for you. 8 seconds left. Could be anything inside the crystal ball. 3 seconds left. Time is up. Clue number 4, guidance from above, earned us GPS. Definitely guidance from above. It's from the satellites, Global Positioning System. Ardent Cord 787 from Stanford, California. Hey, they better get it right. You live there. You live at the college. Anyway, said joy. Guidance from above, joy. That's very sweet. Inside Out. Okay. And then you think 894 said sundial, which is exactly actually what I thought when I played this puzzle. It's incorrect. Clue number 5. 4 lit letters that are out of the door getters. Listen, I will say the last clue 5, easy. This one still stumped me a little bit, but good luck. You got 20 seconds. Enjoy. 4 lit letters that are out of the door getters. 4 lit letters that are out of the door getters. We got essential for coding, follow the leader, inside out, guidance from above. 4 lit letters that are out of the door getters. 5 seconds left. This is for $10,000, people. Time's up. And with that, we are out of clues. Red Libra 90 right at the end threw in love. The fact that that's an out-of-the-door getter for you is sad. Let's find out what was actually inside the crystal ball. The correct answer was an exit sign, or an exit sign. Listen, it could be anything inside the crystal ball. Finding Nemo, exit sign. Let's take a look at how the clues fit, find out who's taking home the money. Whoa! Clue number 5, 4 lit letters that are out of the door getters. Well, the 4 letters are exit, and they usually are lit up so that they're easily visible to get you out. 7,430 people guessed. Now, on Finding Nemo, where the clue was literally almost Finding Nemo, we had about 2/3 of people get it right. This one, we also had about 2/3 of people get it right at 4,134, which is really impressive. I didn't get it right on 5. I'm what they call an idiot. Clue number 4, guidance from above. Well, they're usually located up on a wall just above the door, and they give you guidance on where the exit is. That is their purpose. 5,443 people thought they saw the entrance into money sign, but only 5 got it right. Whoa! This was a tough puzzle, apparently. Listen, if you think you got it right, if you think you're going home with the money, now's a good chance to pull out your phone. I apologize if I'm misleading you right now, but it's cool. Clue number 3, inside out. They literally show you how to get out from the inside. Someone said Pixar again for this. Obviously not the correct answer. 5,824 people guessed. 5,823 didn't have the right answer. Only 1 did. Only 1 person got exit sign on inside out. I hope that person's filming themselves right now, because you got 2 clues standing between you and $10,000. That would be crazy. 2 single people getting it right. Follow the leader was clue 2. The sign is the leader you follow when exiting. Exit sign literally leads you out of the building. 7,775 people guessed on clue number 2. 0 people got it right. Oh, my heart's pounding for you, clue number 3 person. I'm rooting for you. Clue number 1, essential for coding. Well, most commercial buildings are required by code to have exit signs. They are essential for coding. 10,430 people guessed on clue number 1. Exactly 0 people got it right, which means 1 person is going home with $10,000 all to themselves, and that person is Valued Bird 748. And talk about a valued bird. Listen, again, Valued Bird at Jace Guitar. Send us. If you took those videos, please send it in. We'd love to play it on the show. And that is it for this edition of Best Guess Live. Thank you to everyone who played. Congratulations again to all of our winners. We're here every weekday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. So come back tomorrow and don't forget to bring your best guess. Good night, everybody.